Guys, and welcome back to Tuesday Night Football. You already know it's the podcast where it's the boys. We're just talking about football, enjoying us some tacos. Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
We're still in our shred shit though, so you know what I'm saying. They gotta be the corn tortillas. They can't be flour.
They ain't even that bad.
They can't be They can't be fried either or cooked. And you know what I'm saying.
It's what's in the taco that makes the taco.
We're eating chicken tacos. Chicken tacos are fire though, no matter
Dude,
what.
they are. It just sucks because, like you said, they can't be fried, and the ones the mamas be cooking up that are, that are fried with the chicken shredded.
That's because it's the easiest way, and it is the quickest way to get the best meal. If you get what I'm saying.
No, yeah, like it's gonna be quality, it's gonna taste good, and it's quick and it's easy, and yeah, I get it.
You like fish tacos though?
I love fish. San Diego, best place to have fish tacos or seafood tacos.
But enough of this taco shit. That's not what we do in this podcast. We're here to talk about the NFL. So, starting off last week, we left off talking about Dak Prescott, his role. He's going to play more of a running role. Tony Pollard's going to carry a larger load. We also talked about Baker Mayfield. Let's go ahead and talk about this. This one has actually been waited for a while now. It's Minka Fitzpatrick. Signed a four-year deal worth over 18 million and 36 million guaranteed. 18 million per season with 36 million guaranteed. I don't even know like the full details of his contract, but like that's what this post says. That's why.
That's just crazy to think because remember, safeties weren't even like regarded as people at one point. Like they weren't even like highly paid. There's some safeties out there that hardly do get paid. Like I don't know. There's a dime a dozen. Like Derwin James, Mika Fitzpatrick are really good safeties.
But it's like the same Jamal thing. At one point. Jamal is what made the market go up.
Oh yeah. It's just you don't see it as often as like all these other players who get paid and shit. My bad. But yeah, like you said, Jamal literally changed the market. We forgot about Tyron Smith too. Not Tyron Smith. No, Tyrann Mathieu.
Tyrann Mathieu. Oh, we talked about him a while ago, actually.
Yeah,
pods. He got a pretty big payday.
And he got to play at home, and he waited till like June, I think, to sign. Or when was it? It was May.
Him and his agents played it out right.
They did. I think it worked out perfect for him. He's in a good position, but that's a good contract for Minka.
Stuck with Sorensen again and shit.
It's good for Minka, but I don't know. 18 million is a lot for the cap.
18 million a season.
And for a safety,
I think it's up to. But either way, let's say like by minimum, it's probably going to be like 14. It's a lot.
No, and like it's a lot to take in just for the fact that that's 18 million that could have went to like a high player or something like that. Like keep in mind, they still have to sign Najee Harris when his contract comes out.
And I think they're also in need of they're in need of receivers. So Claypool.
Deontay Johnson's been wanting a contract forever, so I don't think he's gonna like the fact that they signed. I mean, yeah, it's his teammate, congratulate him and whatnot, but he's been wanting a contract for a little bit too. And Deontay Johnson I don't think he's worthy of it yet. He had like one good season where I'm like, okay, like it was badass, but he's not like a player where I'm gonna go and be like, yeah, he deserves his money.
Yeah, it's a business at the end of the day. The NFL is a business.
Exactly.
And that's how you treat it at work. The person next to you, not necessarily as good as you are, or maybe like about equal talent. He gets his bag, you want to get your bag too, because it's like, well, I just work as hard as you, and these people are dedicating. They're putting their fucking bodies on the line. Like you can be absolutely destroyed from football. Like let's say, especially if you're a rookie, or like your first couple of seasons, and you get a major injury, and to the point where you're not even able to function normal, like after, like you can't even walk type shit, or how are you gonna find a job after? Like it's pretty bad.
It's hard, yeah. That's why they tell you to be smart with your money too. But that's like you said, yeah, it's a pretty heavy thing on your body, a lot of stress.
Let's see, another thing. Oh, I don't know if you saw what George Kittle said. George Kittle believes the NFL should implement another bye week to combat the physical
Oh, I
toll.
did see that.
I don't like that. I
You
mean,
don't? I kind of do. I mean, it's an
I like
extra week.
I like it for the players, no doubt. We're just talking about player safety, this and that. But as a fan, though, because like I hate the bye week as a fan because you're just kind of like, oh, I
I mean,
guess it's time to
I
watch
do
football.
too. But I mean, if you think about it, week 18 is sometimes more than likely always a bye week too. I don't know. I do like the idea of it. I mean, yeah, it sucks, like you said, as a fan. You want to see your team be playing. But wouldn't you rather, as a fan, see your whole team play and not have to see a backup in a certain position?
We've also I know, but we've also seen lots of bad outcomes from bye weeks. Let's say your team's starting to catch fire, you're in a slump,
Oh
your
yeah,
team starts to catch fire, and then you go on a bye week, and then you just play like shit again, or vice
it, hap-
versa. You're super hot, have your bye week, and then you just start playing like shit.
it happened to us when we played the Broncos. Oh God.
Exactly, and
Yeah,
so
it can
like
happen.
that. I mean, that didn't really take you out of like playoffs, but like sometimes that pushes teams out of playoffs.
No, yeah. No, it's a I don't know. It's like you said, it's a business. So it really matters on how like the team's gonna play it and whatnot. I mean, end of the day too, it's like if you have a player who goes and fucks your whole team, that was a bad business decision. That's just bad on them, like coaching and whatnot. I mean, yeah, you can't control these grown men at the end of the day, but they have to understand shit too.
I mean, I wouldn't mind also because the gaps between sports, it's like after football season, we have we do start basketball, but like baseball starts to get towards
Playoffs and whatnot.
baseball's already in the playoffs, like when, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I'm slowly not really like minding that because, like you said, I mean, and then there's a gap. I wouldn't mind to see that only because it would extend football for another week, and I
Yeah,
do not
because
mind.
that off season, football off season's killer.
Yeah, everybody, football don't stop.
It doesn't stop for the players, but like as a somebody who watches, like it's just so like even Madden, like between Madden, like after a while, I get tired of playing this game because I'm just like like I want the new players already, like all the draft picks and shit. You just itch to play.
Yeah. No, yeah. No way. 3 hours ago, Chase Claypool. I know I'm a top three receiver
Oh my
on
god,
a podcast.
that's what
Yeah, I
Chase
know.
Claypool said.
Yeah.
Chase
That-
Claypool, you are out of your fucking mind. You are a good receiver. You looked better when you had Juju on the field.
Chase Claypool's a throw it on a streak route. I mean, maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. More than likely, I tend to get it because I'm bigger, and then that's it. Because he don't run routes. After the catch, he's big, so it's hard to stop him. But I mean, it's confidence, though. I mean, confidence is always going to be needed.
Um, Nah, he says some out of pocket like, "What's gonna make practice better? Playing music."
Oh, I know. Oh, and
like
then I remember that one play. There's a play where they were trying to make a comeback, and he catches the first down, does a sally, and it wastes
fucks
a
it
lot of
up.
time. Yeah, and then he still wants to go and blame other people. Like, dude, that was clearly you. I remember
Yeah,
that too.
he's gonna end up getting booted out, I think.
I don't know, man. That Steeler organization is all over the place to me. In my reality, I mean, it's like, what are you kind of supposed to do in that? Like, they
And
are kind of.
I'm just waiting for them to start blaming Mike Tomlin. Like it's not his fault at all, but you know how it goes. They're gonna be
No,
like, "Oh
yeah.
well, we've already went through X amount of quarterbacks. We already went through X amount of top tier players, and you're still
Man,
not succeeding." That's how it works.
I honestly, as a Cowboys fan, I hate the Steelers, but I gotta give credit where credit is due, and Mike Tomlin is one of the best coaches in the NFL.
Oh yeah, easily.
I like him as a coach. If they were ever to do that, I'm signing anything I have to. I'm trying to get him out, like be a Cowboy, because I mean something like that. A coach like that is amazing.
He's a player's coach too.
Yeah, exactly. Can't really get mad at that.
It's like Bill Belichick was. I would say Bill Belichick's probably the greatest football coach of all time, but like he's not a
Oh
player's
yeah.
coach.
No, yeah, I'm gonna do what's best for my team, and that's it.
He's a
And
best
it's
for my
either
team, best for my system, best for
you're either gonna be here to play in that system, or you're not. I don't care who you are, type thing. Ah, you gotta respect Bill Belichick too. To
yeah.
feel like,
That's a respectful way to look at things, but sometimes it's like there's different things. There's more to football than just football. Like you're talking about, like dudes that actually have to take breaks from football because like they're depressed and shit.
No,
Or
yeah,
like,
yeah.
especially like things like with like the Dak Prescott situation. Like, I feel shitty, you know, on a personal level because Dak Prescott had lost his dad, lost his brother, lost his mom's, all like within a span of 4 fucking years or however long.
Yeah, it was pretty
And
short.
then he's fighting for a contract on top of it, and like they're really like fucking fighting with each other. It's not even like, oh well, like they're actually like there was a point where everyone was like, oh, Dak might gonna be a cowboy, and it's like imagine all this other
Oh
shit going on in your
yeah.
life, and then yeah, you have to worry about your job when you're not even bad at it.
No, yeah, I remember that. That was so scary too. I remember when we signed on, I was like, right now his contract doesn't even look bad anymore. After you're seeing every offseason that goes by, his contract just looks better and better because he's not what you want to call it.
Yeah,
He's not
a lot of his money was guaranteed like at the beginning, no?
yeah. So like he's not even like taking that much out of our cap compared to all these other quarterbacks, and he's actually it's not affecting us. And like as the market grows, like and every other quarterback gets paid, his contract is slowly becoming like cheaper and cheaper. So like yeah, we could have signed him earlier and got him cheaper and less cap and whatnot. But like, give it like another after this year, even next year, like it's not going to be affecting us like crazy.
Yeah. Some more quarterback news. A lot of our topics of discussion have been talking about how the Malik Willis, Ryan Tannehill, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, that situation where the necessarily starting guy isn't happy about their backup possibly taking over for them. This is what Taylor Heineke had to say about Carson Wentz. He said that the NFL is a business and he sees it as you're paying someone $2 million. You know, that's fine, but you're paying somebody $30 million. You're gonna give them $30 million to play, not to sit on the bench.
No, yeah, exactly.
He said my job is to back him up, and if for some reason he goes down or whatever, he has to go in. Like he's gonna do his best. Like that is, bro. That's the best answer you can give. That's the most political, and not only that, it just makes your starting QB feel good.
Oh
It's
yeah, it's a team sport at the end of the day. Like you either can be a team player and help the team, or you can just be somebody bringing something down, starting controversy, just being the reason overall why the team is down.
let's see,
I
what's
was,
the next one? What else?
I think Tannehill had actually addressed that whole Heineke thing though, or not Heineke thing, the whole with Malik Willis. Because like they're actually good buddies. Apparently, that they came out and said something on that where it wasn't even towards all that. Like it wasn't supposed to come out as, "Oh, I'm not gonna help him out," or "I'm gonna be this type of person."
Oh nah, this motherfucker just wanted to fix what he said. That's what it was.
Could be too, because I mean, I would want to too, because
You know,
everybody knows
politics.
that, and then like that fan base is rooting for Malik to start. I mean, I would.
Oh yeah.
I would.
Oh
I would rather have Malik than Ryan Tannehill. I don't care. I would. I like seeing new talent in the NFL. You never know. You
yeah.
really never know.
Not
Even
only
if he's a
that,
fifth
he's not.
round, I
Not
don't
only
mind.
that, Ryan Tannehill's not getting any younger.
Exactly.
It's like Jerry Jones could have very well put Romo back. The Romo that we know, like they're still unsure of Dak. You know, with the Romo that
Yeah.
we all knew his production, but he's like, nah, I'm going with the hot hand and perfect. Look where we're at now.
Yeah. It was not wrong of him to do that. I don't. I mean,
That's what
you
scared me.
never.
That's what fucking scared me. I was
You
like,
never
fuck, if they
know.
keep Dak, like we're fucked.
That's what's crazy. Is you never know. Like, imagine if we didn't keep Dak and Romo went in. Like, what if we don't even have a Dak Prescott?
Exactly.
That's
Dakota.
just.
His pictures would have never got leaked. Oh, terrible angles. If you know, you know. We're not going into further depth, but if you know, you know.
That would be.
Uh, let's just know that that's America right there. He literally represents America.
Ah, yes.
Shouts out Bo Nose. Shouts out Madden. Give me that pose as well. Dude, that shit's just funny though. He's just standing. Dude, I saw a picture of Bo Jackson the other day. Motherfucker's calves, dude, are insane. He was Saquon before
Dude.
Saquon.
He was, but that dude was like built. Oh my god, bro. That dude was just built.
Built like a front door and shit, huh?
Double front doors.
French doors, he said. Imagine just being built like that. Literally just fucking monster.
You know, that's how you wake up. Like, oh, like just knowing like the power you possess. Like, fuck, if I want to go run through this wall right now, I can.
Exactly. It's like DK is like a freak of nature now, but like he's not thick like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. DK's
Uh,
like long, but like he's just ripped.
let's see. What else? Oh, Robbie Anderson, when he asked if he wanted to be a Carolina Panther still, he said, "Well, I'm here, aren't I?"
That's true, though. I mean, nobody's gonna force anybody to do anything. Like, it's entirely up to him. Like, if he wants to be there, he wants to play. If he wants to do
Tighten up,
anything.
bruh. That's one of my
I
favorite
sup,
sound
son.
bites too. That's one of my favorite sound bites too. Sam Darnold throws a pick, motherfucker goes to the sideline, straight towards him. Tighten up, bruh.
No, I mean,
Bro,
yeah, I think he'll end up there. I mean, he's probably just upset or mad at the fact that, I mean, who wouldn't be if Sam Darnold was throwing you the ball? Like, Robbie Anderson has like some nasty route clips, and he's even open a lot of the times and
I think the Jets
gets
just I think the
overthrown.
Jets just ruined his fucking career.
It
Just
could be.
playing
I
on
mean, it's
the
hard. It's hard to recover from something like that. Like, how do you recover from such a slump like that?
that's the thing, like when his entire seeing ghost shit came out, like I felt for that because I played as a QB with a shitty offensive line. And
Exactly.
like there like you feel pressure in your face and there's pressure not necessarily it's weird. So like I felt for
Yeah.
that. And like when you end up having a good line, like it's almost too good to believe sometimes.
Yeah, you're just there like, oh, what do I do now?
You're like so constantly used to it that you're like forcing throws that don't need to be forced.
You
It's
get happy
weird.
feet.
Oh no way. Down he made that. That's crazy. We only have a couple more things to go over. Let's see. Head coach Mike McCarthy says Ezekiel set himself up to have the best season of his career. We've heard
Ugh.
this over and over and over. It's the same shit, different day with
I
that.
just need to see it. Just need to see it. Once we
Uh,
see it, then we can say, all right, then something's different.
yeah, let's see. Lamar Jackson says he's talked contract with the Ravens, expects to remain in Baltimore for the rest of his career. We already know how that shit
Dude,
goes. It's the
he's
NFL.
gonna
Shit's
get
constantly
a
changing.
yeah, he's gonna get a massive fucking contract. I'm thinking like a Mahomes-esque contract, like something
Somewhere around
close,
there.
something similar, close to that. Like he's gonna get something nice. There's no way he doesn't.
I mean, you never know.
I
Because
guess we never know.
there can always be that argument. That's the thing that's going to suck, and Lamar's going to face that for the rest of his career no matter what. It's like, hey, you're one of the elite guys in the NFL, but are you the best thrower? We're paying you to throw. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
like, it's,
I think he's a good thrower,
oh, yeah, but
personally.
like, yeah, but like, that's just going to follow him. It's like, oh, well, Patrick Mahomes got this money because he's really, I'm like, look at his throwing ability. I'm like, yeah, you bring another element to the game, but they pay you to fucking, you know?
No, yeah, we're paying you to throw the ball.
Damn, Jamar almost caught that. Eagles signed free agent safety Jaquiski Tart to a 1-year deal. Saw that already.
Let's go. I hope Eagle fans are happy with the guy that literally lost the 49ers a game. He could have literally secured the game for them on that pick against the Rams. And they could have been going to the Super Bowl. And you remember that play?
No, I don't remember that
You
actually.
don't remember watching? It was Tart. Stafford had thrown it. It was like a in the middle field play, and it was literally in Tart's hands chest, and like he just dropped it. That was it. That was it. He just dropped it.
It's
And it's like, damn,
terrible.
like, what do you do? Like, you feel like bad.
Hey, he might play receiver for them because we all know the Eagles can't draft no receivers.
I don't know. They'd be dropping everything.
Yeah, good shit, Hartman. Oh, this one that came out yesterday. The Browns are willing to cover half of QB Baker Mayfield's salary to help facilitate a trade. That is fucking huge.
That is huge because then ultimately
That's that's kicking him
whoever
out of the
picks him
fucking
up,
door, dude.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he doesn't want to be there either. So I mean, it helps so that he can even get a chance. Think about it. You don't want Baker Mayfield. I mean, you're a Giants fan. What if Daniel Jones goes down? It's just Tyrod Taylor. It's before mid-season. You're telling me you don't want your team to try and trade and suffer $8 million to
Hey,
pick
all
up
I know
Baker
is Tyrod
Mayfield?
Taylor's a fucking baller, dude.
As you're using him right
I've
now.
been using him in this franchise. I've started to fall in love with him. I'm just like, dude. I'm like, maybe Daniel could sit out a season. Let's see how Tyrod plays. Tyrod is one of the guys I liked from the very beginning. It just sucks that his circumstances. Remember we've talked about it, how he's always just he's so set up to be in an offense, but something happens. He either gets hurt or he's always gotten hurt. That's what it was.
Yeah, it's literally just like it's just bad luck. Like literally, Justin Herbert doesn't start if he doesn't get his lung punctured before a game.
Nah, he would have ended up starting. Justin Herbert's
Eventually, but he just wouldn't have started that soon. Is what I'm saying, though. You know,
there's so many what if scenarios.
It really is. That's just how crazy the NFL can change. Sports in general can just change like that, but literally, like some little small thing can literally change an NFL.
Oh, it's cause, but the NFL is so different, dude. The NFL is so different compared to any sport. It is the most physical sport because you can literally get hurt. Obviously, in any sport this happens, but it's more likely because these men are fucking able to bench press 300 pounds. They're able to fucking squat 500 pounds. Like, there's no athlete in another sport. Like baseball, they don't do that. Basketball, they don't do that.
I think they've already done like a comparison, and it's like, yeah, like you aren't gonna compare a football player to anybody else because of the things that they can do. Like they can lift, weigh 300 pounds, and still run something like a 4.5 40, and like it's unbelievable. Like there's freak athletes in the NFL is what it is.
Football players, football players are easily the strongest athletes. Easily.
Oh yeah.
Even when it comes to like bodybuilders and powerlifters and shit, they can. Some of them can compete. I'm not saying they're gonna win, but like they're just in the talk. Same thing like with Tyreek Hill, DK Metcalf, and track. They're in the talks. They're not necessarily the best dudes, but just to even be mentioned. And not only that, those track runners are not gonna be able to squat what Tyreek Hill can squat.
I mean, they don't even look nowhere near to close to like what they look like. They don't like.
And it's like. All those bodybuilders and power lifters and all that, it's like, yeah, it's like Aaron Donald is like within the talks with them. They are nowhere near as athletic. They can't run as fast as him. I don't think, tell me if you've seen a bodybuilder jump. I ain't never seen a bodybuilder jump in my life.
Bodybuilders can't even turn around and wipe their ass right sometimes.
And this is no disrespect because I fuck with bodybuilders. Hey, shouts out Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Coleman's my favorite bodybuilder. Lightweight, baby! Oh, he gets me hyped. Dude, that's the best. Dude, that is the best fucking pre-workout. I don't take pre-workout. That's my pre-workout. Just pull up a video of Ronnie Coleman.
It's like right before game days. You already know what to pull up.
That is
Austin highlights.
That is the video of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Which one of what?
And I'm not gonna say it on the pod, but pumping iron.
Oh.
He's like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm getting the feeling of at the gym, when I'm at home, when I'm backstage. That's also, if you know, you know. I'm not gonna say that out loud in the pod because it's funny. It's funny as fuck though. But yeah, like the NFL has the craziest athletes, and it's like, look at the stuff that they do in their workouts. They're more likely to get hurt. It's like baseball. Baseball, you don't really do like intense training. It's more so like just going over like the shit that you're already doing. It's just playing it over and over and perfecting it as much as you can. At least from my memories of baseball. I don't know how it works in the majors and higher ups, but it's just, all right, let me practice my batting. Let me practice my pitching as a pitcher. All right, fielding, we got to practice this, our first and third place. And it's it's literally so simple. Basketball, they hardly lift. It's more of like your preference thing, like if you like to lift.
Yeah. I think it has benefits in basketball if you lift, but I mean, you see a lot more players. There's benefits, but you see a lot of them just more lanky.
And not only that, when they're lifting, they're not lifting heavy. They're lifting to stay like toned. Like, you've seen the videos of James Harden when he's like doing like this. I'm like, what's that weight?
Like, exactly.
Boom. Sorry, took a brief intermission. Had some little things come up, but. Last thing that's happened this week. Oh, well, second to last thing. All right, but yeah, second to last thing before we hop off. An anonymous coach told someone from ESPN that QB Mac Jones was way too protected in the Patriots offense this past season. I'm taking it as that's literally what it says. I'm taking it as there was a lot of things wrong with the offense, and a lot of fingers were being pointed at a lot of people besides Mac Jones. But Mac Jones is a great fucking QB in my
I
opinion.
liked him, man. It was a nice pick for them to get Mac Jones.
This is what second year that he just played, going into his third this coming season.
No, wasn't this his? Oh no, was it his second year? I
Yeah,
thought it was his first rookie. I thought this was his rookie year.
no, this is his second year because his first year it was Cam Newton playing.
You sure?
Yeah, he was playing. It was Cam Newton who started, and then Mac Jones finished off.
I don't know how. Um.
Wait,
Yeah.
he got drafted before Devontae. He got drafted the Devontae Smith.
No, I think. Oh, dude, he's only had his 1 year in the NFL. That was just this last year. I mean, I'm seeing right here on his stats. I mean, he only has 1 year with stats. I think no, that was his rookie year.
Oh, 2021. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was his.
Who am I getting confused? There's another quarterback that I'm getting confused with, but yeah. Look what he did, though. He did fucking good. He played amazing, in my opinion.
No, I think I think it's a bright future for them. I like.
Not only that, he brought him out of a slump too. They were like what?
Yeah.
They were like 3-5 at one point.
No, yeah, they were bad.
Got into the 500 mark and then past 500. Made it to the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. You can't ask for. I mean, yeah, literally, you can't expect much. But I mean, he did his job. In other words, too.
And your starting receivers are who? Jacoby Myers, N'Keal Harry, who might not even be on the team this season or the next coming season. Kendrick Bourne. I like Kendrick Bourne a lot, but those are not top tier guys. I mean, the Patriots have never had top tier receivers to begin with, but you can't compare any of those receivers to an Edelman.
Oh no, you can't.
You can't compare him to Edelman's like the quickest one I could think about, but just any other premier pass catchers that they've ever had. Same thing with their running backs as well. They've never had anybody crazy. James White was considered to be super good for them. He's a decent guy in the NFL. I'll give him that.
No, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but lots of quarterback controversies. This is the next topic of discussion. You need to tell me exactly who said this. Who was it? You said it was a linebacker.
Let me look into it. Really quick. Let me pull up the tape, basically.
But this is the Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning debate. I don't know why this has never really been brought up on anything. It's basically debating Jordan versus LeBron. This is the NFL of that, basically.
Oh, here you go. It says Bart Scott says defenses feared Peyton Manning more than Tom Brady.
Bart Scott, very hot take. The hottest take of the week. Hottest take of all of the offseason when it has come to this.
I mean, like you said, I don't know why it waited so long. I've always said basically what everybody's been saying too. Like Peyton was a field general. Like that dude walked up to the line. He knew what defense you were in. The coach gave a play and he was like, "Nah, I'm calling my play because we're gonna beat this defense that I see on the field."
Just play fucking center.
Yeah, exactly. He was just like, "You're gonna do your job and I'm gonna do mine, and we're gonna do what we can do."
Hey, that's such a badass nickname though. The Sheriff. That's a tight nickname. I like
it is a
that.
tight nickname, yeah.
But I mean, I can see that though, because they've already talked about this. We've seen some of the interviews. They've said that a lot of people are saying Peyton Manning, you're never going to be right with Peyton Manning. He's already knows what you're running, knows how to he's picking guys, he's doing all sorts of shit because he knows exactly what to do. He's going to make you look bad. Tom Brady just exploits where you're wrong.
Exactly. Like, yeah, he's a system quarterback is what they're saying.
And, like, it's... like I already said before, this is literally the LeBron-Jordan debate. This is literally the Brady...
Yeah.
The Brady-Peyton Manning. That's the LeBron-Jordan of the NFL right now.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
Because it's like with LeBron... I would think LeBron's better than Jordan. We're not going into crazy basketball talks right now. That's for another podcast or another show. But Peyton Manning symbolizes LeBron, and then Tom Brady is Jordan. Yeah, he has the number, he has the rings, he has this and that. But you can't take him out of the mix.
No, exactly. It's just
And
he's always. I mean, I've always thought Peyton was like a complete quarterback, like what a quarterback should be. Like that dude is like you can, like you said. I mean, that dude could said like I don't really need an offensive coordinator. Like
he
was
was the offensive
everything.
coordinator.
Yeah, that was just really cool to see. I mean, I'm glad I was able to see in my lifetime Peyton Manning play.
Those are good battles too. The Brady Manning.
Oh yeah, those are like my favorite to watch. Those are like yeah, those are like top 10 games right there of all time
The
too.
Mannings just ruined Brady's fucking everything. See, during the regular season, it was Peyton who would fuck over Brady, and then in the postseason, Super Bowl, it was always Eli.
I liked all their games, Tom.
See, no matter what, Eli is forever gonna be somewhere in all of football. Not even necessarily for himself. I think he's very good, and not a lot of people agree with that. But just solely to the fact he's the brother of Peyton, also has two Super Bowls, and the fact that he also ruined the so-called GOAT's legacy
Oh
twice.
yeah, because Peyton's always gonna be there with his legacy, and so is Eli, and it's hilarious to see that it's Eli and him both at the same time.
All those commercials too. They have some funny ass commercials too.
Dude, they did.
But like it's so hard for me to say like me and you both grew up with him since we were little, and we're still seeing Tom Brady play.
Yeah.
Brady got drafted what 1999 or 2000, one of those two, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I really can't remember, but yeah,
He's played
it was
what?
someone like
He's
that.
already played what 23 seasons.
I believe so.
Yeah, he's 44. Yeah, that would make sense. So yeah, like 23 seasons, so like 1999 or 2000 draft, which is insane. But we also talked about this what if earlier, and this is another hot take. What if Peyton Manning never got injured?
And that's just it's like what we were just saying right now. Like it's crazy just how much the NFL can change just like instantly. Like something so small can change anything.
Because he was instantly out from that season that he played,
Yeah.
and then he still had to fucking move teams. So it's like he could have possibly won a Super Bowl because they were still relevantly good when he got injured. Like what if the Colts end up winning a Super Bowl right there? What if he never moves to Denver and he never wins another Super Bowl? Like there's a lot to talk about there. Like we were talking about that what if scenario, and it's like there's a lot of things that could have changed. Who knows? Maybe the Colts get because towards the end of his tenure at Indianapolis, they were going through lots of offensive coordinator issues. No, that's what I remember from. That was like forever ago. That was like what 2000 and was it 2011 when he got hurt?
Yeah.
The year that Eli won the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. Your brother's going through all that and you just literally did that.
I know that's such a crazy scenario too. It's
That's
like
actually really crazy looking back at it now.
another good point that was made up, like we were talking about what ifs. What if Peyton Manning was on? What if Peyton Manning was in Bill Belichick's system? Would he have not won the same amount of Super Bowls as Tom Brady did?
I don't think so.
I think this is my honest opinion. I think if Tom Brady is in those games, or if Peyton Manning is in the exact same spot as Tom Brady against Eli Manning twice, I think he wins both of those games.
I was like you said, Peyton always won his games against Manning.
I also think he beats Nick Foles because like
Oh yeah, Peyton. I don't think Peyton would lose to like quarterbacks below him like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure he lost like regular season games, but big games are. I mean, it takes a lot for Peyton to actually lose. Like you actually need to throw a lot at him for him to actually lose a game.
and like
They
who
don't call
like
him the sheriff for nothing.
it's like imagine if Peyton Manning had a Randy Moss in his team.
I mean, he had Reggie White for a little bit, but I mean that does not compare. But
Reggie
still,
Wayne, yeah, and then like
Reggie Wayne, yeah.
he had Randy Moss. Who else? Tom Brady had Randy Moss. He had Chad Ochocinco. Chad Ochocinco actually played in the Super Bowl too with the Patriots. Um, fuck. Who's that other receiver? The 2007, 2008 Patriots. That entire receiving core was crazy because they had both Chad Ochocinco and Gronkowski on the field at the same time.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It's like he had a premier, but then again, even then, I'm not no discredit to Reggie Wayne, but like I think Peyton Manning made him a better receiver than he was ought to be. You put Reggie Wayne with any other quarterback, I don't think he produces nearly as
No, yeah, same thing with like Dallas Clark, as tight end.
Jeff Saturday. Jeff Saturday's a badass. He was a badass center for
Oh
them
yeah,
too. And then look what he did to the Broncos. He did what Tom Brady did with the Buccaneers before Tom Brady.
yeah, exactly. I mean, he went to a team that was on the rise already. Like all they were was a quarterback away from. I mean, everybody gives him credit because of the Super Bowl game, but literally, he took them there.
Exactly. Like, who do you remember? Oh, did he have Emmanuel Sanders and Demarius Thomas on that team?
Yeah.
See, and like, we already know them as relatively good, but look what he did. He made them top tier. In my opinion, he made them top tier at that point.
Oh yeah, I agree. I don't know. He's always been my favorite.
I don't know. I don't know where I'm sitting between both of these because it's like I don't know. Like, yeah, Peyton Manning knows how to call his shots. You know what I mean? But like Tom Brady literally breaks it down to he just lined up a foot too far. You know what I mean? So this is gonna be the play that's open, and I don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. And then there's just some games. Both of them had their games where you're like, what the fuck? They lost that game. You know what I mean? I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know. Who do you have? You said you have Peyton Manning in that battle.
I'm always taking Peyton.
I really think Tom Brady is the GOAT of football, quarterbacks wise.
Yeah.
Just because his accolades and his obviously accolades. Accolades are going to play a part in something. They're not going to tell the entire story because we've had greats like Dan Marino in the game and several other people that have not won a ring, even
I
receivers
mean,
wise.
there's
Some of the
like three
greatest receivers,
scenarios
some of the greatest receivers
where
ever didn't win a ring.
no, yeah, and there's like three scenarios where Brady a play doesn't go his way for his defense, not even him necessarily, and Brady doesn't win that ring.
Yeah,
Like there's a bunch of those that have happened where it's like, oh, like Brady has all his rings, but most of his rings he has is either defense to thank, he has a play to thank. You know, like if like one or two plays don't go towards his way, he doesn't win those rings, and there's quite a bit of those games. There's only like a few games where they actually dominated.
yeah, oh yeah. It's a crazy debate. We can go on hours and hours, especially with people who really support Peyton Manning like that. Because
Oh,
I'm an Eli guy. I'm an Eli guy no matter what. That's my guy.
I liked all their games, Tom.
I know that shit was funny too. He threw a little blow at Eli. He was like, I like my games with Peyton better than I did with Eli. And then Eli, I liked all our games, Tom.
That was funny.
Shouts out Eli Manning, Peyton Manning on the ESPN too. That's super cool to see, dude. Literally the Manning family, especially with we keep talking about Arch Manning too. Arch Manning is on the come up too.
That's
The Mannings,
so fun to see.
the Mannings are forever Hall of Fame. They're gonna be forever in the Football Hall of Fame, regardless.
Just in football in general. I mean, I don't mind it at all. Like, yeah, you had a Manning on against one of my teams in the same division, but it was
I
still fun to see.
I think.
regardless.
Oh, I even think Arch Manning has a younger brother who plays center on the same
I
team
don't
as
know how
him.
that is.
Yeah. His name's Hyde Manning, unless there's just some other little kid named Manning. But I follow him on Instagram, Hyde Manning. He's Newman class of 24. But yeah, he's number 54. I don't know if he's related to Arch.
No, that I haven't kept up with.
Yeah, but his name's Manning. He plays center. That's all I know. I think that's his brother. Hopefully it's his brother. That would be cool.
That would be. Give me a receiver, Manning. Come on.
Well, that was actually the oldest brother of Peyton and Eli, Cooper Manning. He actually played receiver, and him and Peyton played together. And that was Peyton's favorite receiver. But he had a fuck, what was it? It was something like where he just had to stop playing football. It was like some sort of disease or some
I
sort
remember
of
hearing
syndrome.
about something like that.
Yeah, but that's Arch Manning's actually his son.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. I get it now. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because he's the oldest. So like Peyton, how old would Peyton's little boy be? I think the oldest he could be is like 10 years old. I remember seeing him when he was a baby. He was little on the field.
Just a baby.
And then Eli Manning, he had all girls. I think his most recent kid is a boy, and he's the youngest, so he's nowhere near. But dude, imagine we just have Mannings forever and ever. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. I don't mind it. I mean, if they're always gonna play out to be a good quarterback, a good player, just a good player overall because of what they come from. So I mean, it's not bad to see.
We're gonna have Mannings forever, and we're gonna have fucking Rivers forever in the league. So had
Oh
how
my
many kids?
goodness.
How many kids did Phillip Rivers have?
Dude can start up his own power plant.
But dude, like imagine
Like
half of them.
16.
Imagine half of them go to the league, and then all their kids. Like, dude, that's crazy, huh?
They're only like I think, and they're not even that far off on age. All of them.
You know what's crazy? I don't think Brady's kids are gonna ever amount to anything like football
Oh
wise.
no, heck no.
I think they're
so
gonna do
either.
something else. I don't think they're gonna play football. That's the thing that I'm like Tom or Michael Jordan's son didn't do anything with football or basketball.
No, he didn't.
Are they really the goats if their kids can't play the sport?
I mean, it probably that's a lot of pressure if you think about it.
I mean, look at LeBron. Look at Bronny. Bronny's a pretty good player in my
Bronny,
opinion.
yeah.
Look at Dwayne Wade and Zaire Wade. Zaire is a fucking hooper. He looks exactly
Yeah.
like Dwayne Wade when he was young. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, we need a basketball podcast. We might start that up. You never know. Who knows? Who knows where we go with all this? But I think that's all the time we have because I'm afraid for the power to go out right now. Leave a like on the video. Comment down below who you have, Peyton Manning or Tom Brady. I got Tom Brady. Freddie says he has Peyton Manning. Let's see. If there's anything else that you agree or disagree with, leave it down below in the comments. Subscribe to the notification bell. We'll see you on the next one. Tuesday Night Football. Laters.
Nice.